It is game number 2 for the 8th-ranked team in the country, the Florida Gators, back at home as they get set to take on North Florida out of Jacksonville, Florida. 0-3, but the schedule for North Florida has been ridiculously tough. Florida trying to win their second game of the season. Dave Neal alongside John Sunvold. And John, if you're a Gator fan, you certainly like what you saw in their opener. Igor Kulichov, 34 big ones.
The kids behind us say 3 Gore as he was introduced. 6 of 9 beyond the three-point line. Transfer from Rice, All-Conference USA a year ago. Solid on the offensive end. He's big, he's strong. 6'5", 205. He's got a body that can go inside. Solid off the dribble. And when you ask Mike White after the first game, did it surprise you? He goes, well, maybe 34 did, those number of points, but not his ability. He can really shoot it.
The Russian Rocket is certainly a popular figure here in Gainesville. And you look at the top scorers, 4 players in double figures in that opening game, all making their Gator debut. Good sign for Mike White and the Gators as they embark here on this 2017-2018 campaign. We are just about set for tip. North Florida has played Florida 6 times, has yet to pick up a victory against the Gators. They have played a brutal stretch of games. They started at Michigan, then Michigan State, and at VCU in their last contest. So the Ospreys in their blue road uniforms will try to line up the scoreboard first.
Dave, pace of play should be up and down. North Florida loves to shoot the 3 ball. They average 28 attempts a game.
And the first one, perfect. Ivan Gonda Rosa. Gondea Rosa had 14 against VCU in their last game. Take a look at the starting lineups at the bottom of your screen there. Escobar, a transfer from Ole Miss. The tap won't go down, and Kulichov will kick it back out. Allen.
North Florida 2-3 matchup zone defense. They'll want to get to shooters like Allen in a hurry. If not, he'll make you pay.
Allen in the opening game against Gardner-Webb held to just 9 points. Only took 9 shots in that game.
Dave, the Gators will switch a lot because North Florida has same-size bodies setting screens.
And the turnover will give it back to Florida.
Kayvon Allen, preseason all-conference player. Terrific year last season, now in his junior year. 86% career free throw shooter. He's solid off the bounce, gets to the rim. Strong upper body.
Alley-oop.
Oh, what a catch.
Nice catch inside by Hudson. Jalen Hudson, the transfer from Virginia Tech, gets on the board.
Sat out last season, but practice every day. They're not surprised how good a player he's going to be in this Gator uniform.
Boy, nice drive from Gondea Rosa out of Puerto Rico. Started at College of Central Florida before transferring to North Florida. Kick out in the corner. Hudson for 3, buries it.
Well, this North Florida team in Jacksonville, hour away. Think of their schedule early this season. Lost to Michigan State, lost to Michigan. Close against VCU. Now they come to Florida. They won't be intimidated. They're going to have to get back defensively, though, and do a better job.
Hudson with the layup, and Florida out in front, 10-5. North Florida attempted 43 pointers in their last game. 43 pointers against VCU. Three Gore. Trying to make it 4 Gore.
How quickly do you have to get to it? In a hurry, because he can catch and release. And he's got a ton of confidence. His first season in Arizona State, then he transferred to Rice. All-conference player, already mentioned, averaged 18 points a game a year ago. 84% free throw shooter. He's solid. Last year, 47% beyond the three-point line. He's older, at 23 years old. Brings in a little bit of a swagger at being a veteran player. Been around the block.
Yeah, part of that is he came to the States when he was 16 years old and has basically been by himself since he started playing high school ball down in South Florida, the Miami area.
I got here early to see the new arena, so to speak, from a year ago that I'd not been to. And Igor was out shooting, and I said, who do you like to watch shoot the basketball? He said, Klay Thompson, Golden State. He said it's solid, nothing, it doesn't drift anywhere, just catches and releases it.
Aminu picks up that foul for North Florida, but he has certainly come in here exactly what Mike White was looking for. He's got plenty of shooters on this team. Great offensive team. His biggest concerns, how good are they going to be when it matters on the defensive end? So this Florida team trying to really keep the momentum going after what happened a year ago, taking it all the way to the Elite Eight, a team that got on a great run throughout the Southeastern Conference schedule, kept it going in the postseason.
Not many teams can make an Elite Eight run and lose 5 of their top 7 scorers and come back and be a top 10 team preseason this year. It's because everybody knows who Hudson is coming out. They know about Igor transferring.
Of course, Mike White, SEC Coach of the Year. And as he said to us, that last year they won a lot of games based on defense, keeping teams in the 60s. This year, though, he wonders if they can do that. He knows they're going to score. I mean, they put up 116 in their opener.
And when you looked at those numbers about going to the Elite Eight, remember, John Egbunu got hurt February 14th at Auburn. And everybody assumed that the Florida Gator team was done. Watch how quickly this Gator team will get into the bodies of the North Florida players. They'll make them want to bounce it and dribble it, get away from that three-point line.
Allen knocks home the three. Florida's 4 out of 4 from behind the arc.
Dave, not surprised. Kayvon Allen comes out hot. He was 3 of 9 in the home opener against Gardner-Webb. Only had 9 points.
Yeah, he saw the newcomers in double figures, and
yeah,
you know that didn't sit well. Nice ball fake. To De Rosa, his second three.
And here's what catch and release players can do, like Anya Rosa did. Just the ball lift, right? Catch it, just a little bit of a lift. Kayvon went right by him.
Chiozza.
2-3 zone. They practice it in shoot around today, Florida. And Mike White simply told his guys, remember, I like layups against his own defense. Oh my, caught him. So is that a block shot or just a steal? He just caught it.
I'm going to give him block.
How about both?
Yeah. But they couldn't convert on the other end. JT Escobar. The Ole Miss transfer with 4 on the shot clock. Hit the bottom of the rim with it. Chiozza will grab the rebound.
The student body here at Florida very active in the O-Dome. Counted the clock down early.
That foul will go against the Gators. Jalen Hudson will pick it up. And Florida off to a great start. The Russian Rocket doing his thing. The 8th-ranked Gators on top of North Florida, 19-8. Students could have a fun time this year following Gators basketball. This is going to be an offensive team.
And what's a treat for us is that they're right behind us.
Right. You know,
there's nothing better.
Well,
keeps us very involved.
They are active and vocal.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
And it's a good reason. This is a team that loves to shoot the basketball here. They had some success in game number 1, and they continue that. This could be the best shooting team that Mike White has had from top to bottom.
Yeah, Coach White, again, you already mentioned about the defensive side, and this year it's the offensive side. They've got a number of players that can spot up and take shots, and he said, you know what, it's a very unselfish team. If we share the basketball, we'll get good looks, and we've got enough good shooters, as they've shown earlier. They've hit 3 of the first 5 beyond the three-point line.
And Florida has been known to shoot the 3 over the years. Of course, Billy Donovan and his teams always love the 3-point shot. North Florida trying to get some offense. They have struggled, just 2 baskets in their last 9 possessions. Shot clock at 11.
And North Florida will challenge the opponent defensively to move their feet, talk out loud on the screens, get to shooters.
Moving screen. That'll go against Aminu. That'll be his second.
Tough call against Aminu because he was standing, and the ball handler never really used the screen. Defender bumped and went the other way.
We're going to see some more offensive fouls on the screener this year. One of the points of emphasis is screeners, and they got to keep those feet shoulder width apart.
Yep,
If not,
be solid, be set.
it'll be a foul, and certainly North Florida experienced that here a moment ago. 14 minutes to go, opening half. Another one that's just ripped out of the hands. This time, Jalen Hudson. Hudson, that won't go. Tapped around. DeAndre Ballard in there scrapping for the basketball. Now Hayes. I think he traveled. He did.
Good pace, but sometimes you're going to have to just slow down a bit. Gators awfully anxious to score in a hurry.
North Florida. 2 out of 6 from the field, 1 out of 4 from behind the arc. That one is off the bottom of the net. 14-3 run. Gators can't buy one here the last couple of minutes. They've missed 5 straight shots after they were on a 7 of 8 run from the field.
Get North Florida more into a man-to-man defensive set. See if they can attack inside.
Ballard, foul, count it. The freshman out of Atlanta, Georgia, the 4-star.
Mobile, active, can put it on the floor and finish. Huge upside to this freshman.
Likes the camera.
Got to get his jump shot's going to get better and better. Very active, good defensively.
Averaged 27 points, 6.5 rebounds as a high school senior. Scored over 2,500 points at Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy. Now, we were tied at 5. Since then, Gators have gone on a 16-3 run, which has not made that man very happy. Matthew Driscoll now in his 9th season in North Florida. He has 1 game under 500, 133 and 134. But a 2-time ASUN Coach of the Year. He's led in the NCAA tournament. Matter of fact, lost in the ASUN Tournament Championship last year. They were just a few minutes away from another trip.
It says a little bit about what the experts think. They're picked 3rd this year. That's after losing Dallas Moore, back-to-back player of the year in the conference.
3-on-1 run out. Stone throws it down.
The ASUN, Florida Gulf Coast picked again to win. Joe Dooley's got another strong squad.
Forkler.
You know, against an active defensive team like Florida, Dave, you don't have many chances to ball fake. If you ball fake or shot fake, you might as well take the shot because they recover so quickly. They're so active.
Ballard will pick up that loose ball foul, but Florida off and running, and they lead it big here at home, 24-8. 24-8, Florida out in front. Gators shooting 55%, holding North Florida to 33%. This Gator team comes in ranked 8th in the country. Of course, finished 2nd in the league last year. They finished up 14-4 in conference play. You look at the preseason media poll, and there's Florida at number 2 again, right behind Kentucky. But the league is certainly different than it was a year ago. This is a much deeper, very talented SEC. And, you know, I really think you could throw a hat over 4 or 5 teams in the middle of the pack right now.
I would think most people agree right now Kentucky not as strong as we've seen Kentucky in the past. And I say that because I don't think they have the veteran leadership as they've had in the past. Not surprisingly. Florida really, really good so far what we've seen. A&M blitzed West Virginia without Robert Williams. You've seen Alabama strong. I saw Missouri destroy Iowa State without Michael Porter Jr. doing. He played 2 minutes.
Right.
The league will be very, very good, top to bottom. Will be interesting once we get into league play. They've had a terrific start.
Watch out for Arkansas.
Oh, no kidding.
Very experienced club. They got the services of 2 backcourt. Barford and Macon came back. They tested the NBA waters. 2 seniors.
And the so-called experts, whoever pick and predict, are thinking 7 or 8 teams in the NCAA tournament. And that's quite different than it's been the last few years.
Conference off to a great start at 22-2. Only losses Kentucky and Vandy. Hey, college basketball continues tomorrow on the SEC Network as East Tennessee State takes on number 7 Kentucky. That one will come your way at 7 o'clock Eastern time. East Tennessee State had a great run to the NCAA tournament a year ago. Kentucky trying to get it right. They're just not in sync yet, and to be expected.
But I will say this, they haven't been yet, but they took Kansas down to the final possessions of the game. So, and we know Kansas is a top 10, top 5 team. So Kentucky's going to be there. They'll just have to get leadership from different places. They're missing the veteran people that they've had in the past.
So Aminu gets that free throw to go down. Chiozza did not start in the opening game with a bad shoulder. Has a little shoulder pad on that left side here tonight.
Teammates rely on Chiozza to be the team leader. Not a vocal guy, but vocal on the floor, especially getting in offensive sets. Valuable player in their run to the Elite Eight last year.
Shot clock winding down. Osborne Blunt. That won't go. Long rebound. Right into the hands of Gondea Rosa. He can't convert. Hudson. Allen. Off the back of the rim. Yvonne Gondea Rosa. He's been all over the place here. Very active for North Florida here in the opening half. Layup won't go, but the follow by Aminu. Aminu had those 12 points, 12 boards on Monday night against VCU.
Sophomore season. Defensive player of the year in the conference last year, freshman of the year.
Corner 3 won't drop. Aminu another rebound. That shot is blocked by Stone. Allen. Kulichov.
It's a modern-day fast break, right? Kick it up, three-point shooter spotted. It's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 break, but if a shooter has his feet set, it's a good shot.
That three spins out of there from Garrett Sams. Remember the old days when you weren't allowed to shoot the three unless somebody was underneath the basket to rebound
no
it?
Kidding. Back out. 2-on-1, 3-on-2 break. You better not stop at the three-point line the old days. Good pass.
Hudson, too strong. Another rebound for Aminu. Aminu will try a three. That one spits out. Back and forth we go. Closing in on 8 minutes in the first half. Kulichov gets his own miss.
It now becomes a first half of conditioning. Players are tired early in the season.
Kulichov, boy, some guys are sucking wind right now, aren't they?
Tired.
Chiozza kicks it in the corner. One of those is Kulichov.
He won't be tired, though, if he gets an open look.
Chiozza going baseline. No look underneath to Kulichov, and it's out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. 7:33 to go. North Florida struggled from the field, but when you get looks like this, that'll help your case. Florida leading North Florida at Exec Tech Arena. It has been all Gators. We were tied at 5, and then Florida just took off. Now, some of this can be attributed to what North Florida is going through right now. Of course, the program doesn't have football. They got to find a way to make some money, and by doing that, they go on the road and play some heavy hitters. This is how their season has started. It has been a brutal stretch. It does not get any easier.
Nobody starts like that, right? I mean, nobody starts like that. Matthew Driscoll has done a fabulous job in North Florida. His 9th season. Yeah, they have to make money. They don't have football. So you go on the road, you play great teams, you play in great venues. A great experience for these guys, and it prepares you for conference play when you get to January.
They also play at Miami, at LSU, at Missouri, at Mississippi State. That's crazy. So Chiozza working with the shot clock winding down. A little too hard, and that ball is tied up. They're going to say a shot clock violation since nobody had clear possession. Igor Kulichov, 3 out of 6, couple of threes, has 9 points and 4 rebounds for Florida. Aminu leads North Florida with 8 and 3. Shot clock down to 2.
Good ball movement.
Brian Coffey couldn't get it to go down, and the Gators off and running again. Allen throwing it down. North Florida answers back. Coffey with the jump shot. Allen. Hayes can't save it.
You know, I mentioned that he might not be pleased with how he played in the home opener. Oh! Wow, he's so strong.
Look how high up. His head was up around the rim.
He is a physical specimen.
Chase Johnson, by the way, on the floor now for Florida. Highly touted freshman out of Ripley, West Virginia. Another top 100 recruit.
Kayvon, another more introverted player, right? Quiet. They've got a quiet group here in the Gator uniform.
Mike White talking about us. He wouldn't mind seeing some more guys step up and be that kind of vocal presence on this team. Chris Chiozza certainly has the respect of his teammates. Played a lot of games here for Florida, but not necessarily a vocal guy.
No. And the personalities that surround him, all kind of the same. And that is okay off the court. On the court, you've got to have players that talk, especially defensively.
And a foul on the rebound against North Florida. Hey, we'll have another full slate of college football for you on the SEC Network Saturday as #1 Alabama kicks things off against Mercer. That'll come your way at noon Eastern. Then it's Florida and UAB from right here at the Swamp. Wofford, South Carolina on the SEC alternate channel at 4. And to cap it off, how about Missouri and Vandy on an SEC Saturday night presented by Holiday Inn Express?
You will be staying here in Gainesville for a couple days. You'll be here for the UAB Florida game.
Stay around and do one more basketball game on Sunday. Why not, right?
Good for you. Good for you.
I just kind of look at the map and wherever and determine where the best weather is going to be. That's where I'm going to set up shop. It was here in Gainesville.
That's good. Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. 70 degrees. Golf course was full. I just drove by and saw it.
Yeah, you did. To 14. Florida out in front as we go under 6 minutes. Loose ball, almost a steal. It will belong to Florida. North Florida, 2 of 12 from behind the arc.
You know, some have been challenged, but they've missed some open ones. They started the game, made the first one. Florida's going to challenge shots, but if they're not challenged, this Osprey team needs to knock in those open threes.
Ballard.
Tough shot. Wow. Tough bucket.
DeAndre Ballard. Florida 50% from the field, 14 out of 28. Think about this Florida team losing Casey Hill, Devin Robinson, Canyon Berry, Justin Leon. It's about 40 some odd points a game. You got to find a way to pick that up.
And here walks in a freshman, DeAndre Ballard, 14 points in his first contest. Solid shooter. Another offensive threat. Better than probably offensively than the guys who left. That was a defensive squad.
Good look at Mike Nance, one of our officials today, joined by Patrick Evans, who's out here in front of us. It's that time of the year where we start to see these guys in airports all the time,
yes,
running around, catching the next game.
The glorious part of our life on TV, right?
Mr. Nance.
The fun part of our life on TV when you run into each other.
Yeah, the airport.
Wait for that 6 a.m. flight.
I've noticed you're not real social at 6 a.m. I've noticed that about you. Not a whole lot of conversation.
It's a quiet time. It's my quiet time. Rest in the voice.
Boy, Florida has just not given North Florida a good look at the basket all night.
And when Florida gathers a rebound, it's a dead sprint, 5 guys pushing to the offensive end.
Mismatch down low. Hayes. Another jumper from Ballard. That's a 3.
I'm not sure he was happy when he probably heard me saying he might have to work on his jumper just a bit.
Chiozza up and under won't go, and they're going to say goaltending against the Gators. Well, that'll get us to a timeout, or under 4 media timeout. Gators on a roll. I would say that Mr. Allen is a high flyer.
Dory Noka here in studio. See you coming up in just a bit at the half, guys. We'll show you how the South Carolina women are faring right now against Clemson. South Carolina men did not fare well, how they suffered their first loss of the season, and we'll get you ready for Week 12 in SEC football. Dave, John, see you in a few, man.
Thank you very much, Dari. It has been all Gators. Florida shooting 15 of 30, and they have held North Florida to 5 of 22, and they lead at 38-14. If Coach White was worried about his defense, I haven't seen any real lapses in that department here tonight.
They have challenged shooters, which is what they wanted to do, get them off their spots. They've done that. They've made this North Florida team put it on the floor. They've done it. They've switched well. They've communicated. A solid first half for Mike White's squad.
Getting contributions from a lot of different guys. Matter of fact, 6 different Gators hit a 3 in their opener. Already here in the first half, 4 different Gators have knocked home a 3-pointer. Gators are 6 out of 14. Ballard, of course, showing you a little bit of his range. Chiozza hasn't scored a bunch, but he's been active offensively. 5 rebounds, a couple assists to go along with his 2 points.
And we think of Chiozza, we think of that coast-to-coast buzzer beater 3-pointer against Wisconsin last year in the Sweet 16.
And Chiozza with his 6th rebound. Almost another 4-point opportunity for the Gators. That will send Jalen Hudson to the free throw line.
Dave, you'll notice when a team has enough offensive weapons, especially shooters, and you space it out and make a defensive team chase, the guy that runs the show, Chiozza, because of his quickness, and now he's not a great outside shooter, but because of his quickness, off the bounce, he can get by that top guy, and then the ball starts moving, and the defense starts chasing. And with this Gator team, they have enough shooters that can space it out, and they are so dangerous.
Hudson has missed his first 2. He has one more shot. It's the old NBA back when you played 2 to make 3, right? Or 3 to make 2.
Yeah, that was a good rule. They got rid of that. Maybe my 2nd year in the league.
Unfortunate, right, for you?
Yeah, yeah, it was fine. Now, there were some guys who sweated shooting 3 of them. No one wanted to do that 0 for 3.
3 to make 2. The good old days. Nice look inside. Score the basket for Noah Horchler, the sophomore out of Melbourne, Florida.
Good pass. And the difference is when North Florida bounces it a lot, they're in trouble because Florida can cover them up. When they're passing it more than the bounce, they're getting better looks, or at least an opportunity to get good looks.
You know, as we look at Matthew Driscoll, it's been tough. You know, with this schedule we've already talked about, this is their 4th game. They've only had really 1 day of actual practice since the season started. Basically, when they make adjustments, it has to be off the film.
And obviously, every team has a couple seasons. You got pre-conference games where you're trying to play whatever you have to play to get ready. And for North Florida, it's a financial situation. 1, 2, they're playing big-time names, and so when they get into conference play in the Atlantic Sun, there are no teams like this Florida squad in that league. So what a coach must do is make sure he keeps his guys upbeat and the work ethic continue to get better, because these are very challenging nights when you're playing teams like this.
Horchler, East Florida State College before coming to North Florida, where he averaged almost 5 points, 4 rebounds a game a year ago. Opened the season with 10, or double figures against VCU with 10, and they just need some more scores right now. It has been a struggle offensively, just 17 points for this group. Thompson lays it up and in. Hudson now the first player in double figures for Florida. Chiozza with the takeaway.
Smart play.
And the scramble for the ball and a foul. That will go against Jalen Hudson. Hey, Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern, the SEC Nation, the traveling pregame show right here on the SEC Network. We'll head to Athens for number 7 Georgia and Kentucky as they break down everything from the gridiron to the grill for week 12 of the college football season. Hard to believe we're coming down to the home stretch. Georgia trying to rally from a tough loss.
Partner, were you surprised by the Georgia game?
Yes.
At Auburn?
You know, Auburn's a good football.
They're very good.
I'm not surprised that Auburn won. I think I'm surprised at how much they just dominated that game. I mean, that was a classic butt whipping.
Well, we've been around sports a lot. When it gets rolling either good or poorly, I mean, it continues to go. And Auburn, they'd like to find that same formula next weekend and go up against Alabama.
So Aminu at the free throw line, doing his job. Aminu will take a seat for the final 138. Yeah, Chiozza. I think that's a combination of maybe a little bit of an extra effort defensively, but it was clear that Chiozza backed right into him.
It was an easy call because defensively, Blunt just kind of stood his ground, and Chiozza gave one more bump, right? One more good bump. Unfortunately, it's right in front of the official.
Boy, the size difference. It is hard for North Florida to get a good look. Allen. Stone with a follow. And give Hayes credit for not touching that ball up on the cylinder on the follow-up.
Yep, good point. Allen with a good hesitation blow-by.
And with 46 seconds to play, there'll be a foul against the Gators. That'll go against Hayes.
It's got to be hard not to touch that ball, right? Sitting on the rim.
He'll shoot 2 shots.
I'd be honest with you, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I really don't either. I just would assume. You know, think of what Hayes did a year ago, and we talked about Egbuno getting hurt in February at Auburn. Everybody questioned. He started 9 of the last 10 games, averaged nearly 8 points and 7 rebounds in the NCAA tournament. There's John Egbuno. They hope he's back. Let's say mid-January, hopefully. But the man they call Spidey, Hayes did a heck of a job in leading the team to the Elite Eight.
Rebound to Horchler. The Ospreys trying to make a little bit of a run here before halftime. Trail by 22. Make it 24. Kulichov with another basket. Dribbling, and it pays off. As the horn sounds, Gandea Rosa gets the basket, but the Gators lead it big, 45-23. Kulichov with 11, a couple of threes. And with halftime, it is time for us to get it to the studio and Dari Nowkhah.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Florida looking awfully good. Igor Kulichov is a difference maker. I remember talking to Mike White at Media Day and said, is he going to give you the kind of production that Canyon Barry brought you after a transfer And he said, yeah, essentially at least, and he has. He's been fantastic, and Florida is cruising. By the way, we will talk a little football, get you ready for Week 12 in the SEC, but there's plenty of basketball to get you caught up on, so why don't we do that? Let's head out to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 2-0 in the early going, taking on Illinois State. It is the Puerto Rico tip-off at Myrtle Beach. Redbirds, though, up 7 on Frank Martin's team. Keyshawn Evans makes it a 10-point Illinois State lead. Illinois State, of course, out of Missouri Valley. Frank Booker. FAU transfer. Oh, little look off. Hits the 3, 41 apiece. Under 5 minutes to go. South Carolina down 6 again. Felipe Haase, the freshman, corner 3. It's a 3-point game. 4-point game. Booker. One more 3, way outside. It's a 1-point game with just over 3 minutes to go. Still close. 2-point game, 2.5 to go. Look out. Evans again. And Illinois State goes on to give South Carolina its first loss since Gonzaga beat them in the Final Four out in Arizona last year. They all are guaranteed 3 games in this tournament. Meanwhile, Bruce Pearl and Auburn taking on Indiana State in Charleston. Bruce Pearl in the locker room.
They've been writing so much stuff about us that has nothing to do with basketball. It's time to represent Auburn basketball. It's time to show everybody what we've been working on all season long. It's time to show them right here, right now, this weekend. We want to get this game. We got to make this team impossible for them to score.
All right, let's see what they were able to do. He talked a lot of defense pregame. They listened. Auburn contesting the shot, gets the rebound, 3.5 to go. Tyreek Key, Anthony McLemore denies him, gets the rebound. In fact, Indiana State just 30% with 21 turnovers on the afternoon, and then it's Deshaun Murray. 11 minutes to go. Murray again, 14 points, 12 rebounds. He had a couple of blocks as well, and Auburn does go to 2-0. They will face Temple tomorrow for a spot in the championship out in the Charleston Classic. Meanwhile, what you're looking for this week in the Southeastern Conference, Alabama has absolutely continued to beat up on unranked teams. That streak is now at 72 games. Meanwhile, Kentucky visiting Georgia with a shot at finishing with a winning record in conference play. That hasn't happened in 40 years. And Nikki Fitz needs 133 yards on the ground against Arkansas to become the first SEC quarterback with 2,000-yard rushing seasons. More to get you ready.
Sometimes things aren't as drastic as they look. You know, a few plays here or there, and things, you know, change. And it's not like they were overwhelmed by any stretch. You know, Georgia's a fantastic football team, and there's no doubt, just like we have responded, they'll be back at it.
These guys, they'll respond the right way. They're made of the right stuff, and that's all we can ask them to do, is come in with a really good attitude and get to work. Expect them to do that. I'm excited about moving on.
Yeah, we're going to play crowd noise, and but I won't play Rocky Top. We'll get tired of hearing Rocky Top all week. And although it's a good song, and I enjoyed it when I was there, and they do a great job.
These next 2 weeks are all about coaching our hearts out, coaching for our seniors on this football team, because many of them, this will be the last football they'll ever play in their lives.
That was one of our goals that that we talked about, is being able to have a chance to play after the regular season is over. Everybody knows what you get to 1-0 this week, and that opens up a whole nother world of opportunities for us.
It doesn't matter how the math goes. It matters about the finish. That's what I'm worried about right now, the finish. And you know what? I mean, if you think that this group is going to pitch a tent, okay, man, and at the end of the day, call it quits, man, you're wrong. This football team is going to play.
I mean, our big challenge this week is, can we continue, like I've said the last couple weeks, are we a good team or not? Are we a team that's improving as the season goes on? Can we improve and practice harder this week? Can we play better next Saturday than we did this past Saturday?
There's no flinch. There's no regression. They're just, hey, next man up. Let's get through this, and we'll persevere. And that's a really fun group to work with. And when we get over that hump, that'll make it that much better.
Get you ready for the Saturday ahead. By the way, DJ Shockley with me for SEC Now when the game is over. It's a game Florida leads by 22 at the half. Dory Noka in studio. South Carolina women at Clemson. Don Staley getting some props from Audra Smith pregame, the Clemson head coach. Asia likes gum. This team from outside was dynamite in the first half. Lindsey Spann, the senior, doing most of the damage, hit 4 of 5 from outside. Here she finds her friend, Danye Kleine. And then Spann again. This will be her third of 4 first-half threes. She's got a game-high 12 through the first half, and it is all. And I mean all. South Carolina, 37-11. As for the game we are watching, Kayvon Allen for the Gators. He hung in there forever. It's a rout against North Florida. Coming up Saturday, we've got a triple header as usual, but don't miss that middle 4 o'clock slot where we've got a game on the alternate network. South Carolina Wofford over on the alternate. Florida UAB 4 Eastern. It'll start with #1 Alabama against Mercer, and the Missouri Vanderbilt is the nightcap. By the way, that Alabama Mercer presented by Allstate, and Missouri and Vandy by Holiday Inn Express. College hoops coming for you on Friday. Rupp Arena, the site. That's tomorrow. 7th-ranked Kentucky back home after that tough loss in Chicago against Kansas. They're taking on East Tennessee State University. They call him Three-Gore Kulichov. 11 at the half. He's been a big addition out of Rice. Gators by 22. Let's see if they hang on next.
It's been all Florida Gators. They try to go to 2-0 in the young season. 20 more minutes of basketball before we can determine the outcome of this one as they lead North Florida 45-23. Dave Neal back alongside former Missouri All-American guard John Sunbolt. It was the new guys in game #1. Tonight, maybe a little bit different. We're getting a little taste of some of the guys that have been around, like Kayvon Allen.
Preseason all-conference player, first team, and you know what? He has a mixture of what he can do. He's strong, he's physical, he shoots the ball well, he can attack. And the first play of the game, a simple ball fake, 1 dribble. What you like about Kayvon is the balance of how he plays. Jump shot, he always stays within balance. This one was just powerful. I mean, he's got a strong upper body. Most guys don't want to get in his way, and that's a reason.
Take a look at our first half stats, and struggle from behind the arc for North Florida. 2 of 14. Remember, they were 17 of 40 in their last game against VCU. They will keep throwing it up from behind the arc. Meanwhile, Florida knocks down 6 3-pointers, many of those early in the half. And fast break points, it has been all Florida, 11-0 over North Florida. You can tell North Florida feeling the pinch from this tough start out of the gates with their 4th road game to begin this year. And they've been all against Power 5 type schools in Michigan, Michigan State. Here in Florida, and of course, you can throw in VCU as well. And it doesn't get any easier as these guys still have to play at Miami, at LSU, at Mississippi State, at Missouri.
They, I would say they look a bit tired. Only have 2 assists in the first half. Normally, they're a team that moves the basketball well, gets better shots. Florida's defended well.
Inside to Hayes.
And conversely, Florida, 10 assists on the 19 field goal.
So Horchler knocks down that shot. He was 0 for 4 from behind the arc in their last outing. Nice pass. Chiozza able to finish.
Okay, so if Chiozza doesn't make the cut, Dave, was Igor going to shoot a sweeping hook, do you think?
He might have.
I think, I mean, it looked like that was coming.
There's a takeaway.
Power.
Stone. He saw that coming a mile away. Keith Stone gets the easy basket. The sophomore at Deerfield Beach, Florida.
The Gator coaching staff looking for big things out of Stone this season. solid freshman campaign. At one point, he was averaging just under 9 points a game in SEC play. Then he kind of got sick, didn't shoot it very well for a while.
Stone saw a seam, went right to the rack.
But how quickly this Gator team can help and recover to the open man.
Aminu. Well, Keith Stone has a couple of baskets here in the second half. Here's one of them.
On the floor. Again, the nickname is Smooth. Doesn't look like he's overexerting himself. Shot the gap, this time with another easy finish. Big minutes, big production expected of him this season. Good pass. It's his half right now.
No doubt about that. Keith Stone with 11 points, a couple of rebounds. He is 5. Actually, the team is 5 of 5 here in the second half from the field. Escobar gets that basket. Timeout on the floor, but Keith Stone, he's now in double figures. One of 3 Gators in double figures. He's gone outside and inside here tonight at Exec Tech Arena. (56-29) Florida, 8th ranked team in the country, putting on a show, shoot 56% from the field. How about Keith Stone tonight? 7 points already here in the second half. This is an interesting number. Both teams have combined to go 8 of 8 from the field to start the second half, although North Florida does have a couple of turnovers. But Stone is feeling it tonight.
Sophomore season, we've hit upon it. He's got to be good defensively. Got to get out, got to be involved offensively. He can shoot it, can put it on the floor. Another valuable offensive player that Mike White, when he talked to us today, said we are totally opposite of what we were a year ago. Last year, we relied so much on defense. We could shut people down. It saved us many a time. This year, he said, I'm hoping we can be good defensively, but that's more of a hope at this stage. He said, offensively, I've got a lot of guys that can put it in the basket.
Well, they have forced 11 turnovers, have the Gators, and Florida also has picked up 7 steals along the way. Good look at Mike White, talking to him about his Ole Miss days. We're talking about leadership and being vocal on the court, and asked him about his experience as a point guard for the Rebels. And he took a few shots from his teammates.
When you're vocal, sometimes that happens.
Kayvon Allen knocks home a 3.
See that about Allen on the balance of his jump shot? Rarely shoots shots that he fades left or right, drifts anyway.
Chioza lays it off, give him the assist as Kulichov gets the basket. That is 13 now. Rebound, Kulichov. Allen, catch, shoot. Too strong. Hayes the rebound. Big rebound by the freshman Chase Johnson. Chioza with 3. Rosa misses a 3. And Florida doesn't waste any time, heading back the other way. Escobar, pull-up jumper. Count the basket, but a push in the back against North Florida. They'll score that basket and give the foul to Aminu. But Florida off and running. Chioza with 5 assists. 8th-ranked Florida all over North Florida, 64-32 here in the second half. And Florida's trying to do something here at the Exec Tech Arena, and that is set a record, breaking the record for the largest gathering of people wearing helmets. It's kind of it's equal parts community event and campus community student engagement, promote scooter and bicycling safety on campus. And the record was 3,929. And Caroline, our stage manager, I don't know if it's a safety issue just sitting next to you or not, but she's sporting the helmet for us, one of the many here. We don't know if it's a record yet, but we're trying to get close to 4,000 people and set a Guinness World Record. It's amazing, though, that there is an actual record for this. Caroline, by the way, you look good in the helmet.
I was a bit worried today driving to practice, following a scooter, as the person who was on the scooter was also on his phone on the scooter.
Without a helmet?
Without a helmet, yeah. I had a little concern. Now, I'm a parent.
It sounds like
so
it'd be one of my kids. It sounds like
I'm a parent, so I'm looking at him like, maybe should I? But I didn't want to distract him.
Right. Well, they're trying to get some awareness for wearing a helmet. 76% of crashes with injuries involve scooters. Remember that. Take that home with you. Follow-up. Good from Trip Day, the freshman out of Columbus, Georgia. This roster for North Florida features 8 newcomers, 5 freshmen, 3 transfers. What do you think of the graduate transfer rule? I mean, it has really impacted, football in the last couple of years, but basketball, it just seems like you can turn your whole season around with one guy. Maybe Igor Kulichov is that guy for Florida, but I mean, what do you make of it?
Canyon Berry last year was that guy. I understood why. Take a look at the Florida Gators recruiting class. Isaiah Stokes, who's out with an injury, could redshirt maybe this year. But I understood it when it first went in to say, okay, a kid has put in his time, earned his degree, has another year, could go wherever. I think what it's become is coaches recruiting guys off other teams.
Right.
And that's the tough part. And I'll say this, if you're a lower major school at any level, I don't care what level you are, I would make sure my seniors, I would make sure they don't quite graduate to leave. Because you're going to lose guys. You're going to lose a good player. And it's really hurt mid-major schools.
Osborne Blunt knocks home the 3 out of the corner. Kulichov wearing number 4 for Florida. Of course, grad transfer out of Rice, where he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds a year ago. Back taps it to keep it alive.
And it gives a young man like Igor a chance to play on a very good Florida team. Again, Canyon Berry was a perfect example last year. Came here, they made a run to the Elite 8.
He, by the way, played some professional ball in Finland, is back on campus right now. He is trying to get his doctorate degree here at the University of Florida, is Canyon Berry. In fact, last week he came in here in Florida's opener. He played with the band, had trombone. He was in the band.
That's terrific.
UNF foul is on number 1.
What do you think of the rule? Overall.
Here's what I say. If you're going to graduate in 3 years or 4 years and have a year of eligibility left, I think you've earned the right. I think it's unfortunate for some of those schools that have invested in a player to lose somebody that might have another year to play for you. But I lean on the side of the student athlete in this case. And pretty much every time I lean in favor of the student athlete. Hudson.
The challenge, I think the challenge now, though, is our schools or people that could represent the school out trying to find the guys that they can go after.
it can get dicey. There's no question about it. And you do feel for those mid-major schools that have a breakout player who's an excellent student, and you lose him. .13:08 to go.
Florida foul is on number 24.
70-37, and guess who that is? Canyon Berry. I'll keep an eye on him over there, see if he doesn't get his trombone out, play with the band. Maybe he's got the headset on. Canyon, if you hear me, go get your trombone, go get up with the band.
You know, he was that one player added to this Florida team last year that brought a piece on the offensive end, didn't he? He wasn't a great outside shooter, but he was capable, and he was a constant movement on the offensive end, slashing, cutting. A vocal, smart player for Mike White.
You know, a lot of people thought maybe he should have started on that team, but I think Mike White really needed him off the bench.
Yes. He had a way of changing the course of the game when he came in. More energy, uplifted, very vocal player, very smart, understood both sides, both ends of the floor.
SEC 6th man of the year. That foul on Stone will head back the other way. Florida shooting 54%. North Florida shooting 35%. You know, we don't have the Rick Barry, the consummate Rick Barry shots in the stands after every time Canyon makes a basket.
Yeah.
Shot clock at 10. Blunt backs up, can't get it to go, but Stone comes flying in there and picks up the foul. Hey, we'll have another full slate of college football for you on the SEC Network this Saturday with #1 Alabama starting things off as they host Mercer. That'll come your way at noon Eastern. Then the Florida Gators trying to find some hope down the stretch. They'll take on a UAB team that's already bowl eligible. And then Wofford, South Carolina on the SEC alternate channel. Those two games at 4 o'clock. And we'll cap off the day with Missouri and Vanderbilt in our SEC Saturday night game presented by Holiday Inn Express.
That Mizzou Tiger team is playing extremely well.
Yes, they might be. I said this to you earlier. I said, if I had to say one team has made the most improvement from week 1 to week 10 or week 12 now, it would be that Missouri team, where they were weeks 2 and 3. Remember, they got off to Missouri State went in there and put up a bunch of yards on them in the opener. And you're like, oh. But the Tigers have kind of turned the corner a little bit. Nice pass, Kulichov down to Hayes.
Miscommunication defensively, but good find by Igor.
Cross-court pass sails into the student section. That'll get us to our under 12 media timeouts. The Gators have put together 16 assists on 29 made baskets. Hey, coming up in not too far from now, the PK80 basketball tournament presented by State Farm. There are 2 brackets. This is the motion bracket that includes Florida. It is an unbelievable tournament. It's PK80 stands for Phil Knight, who was turning 80, of course, the founder of Nike. It's to honor him. There are 2 18 brackets, and there will be 2 champions in that, so the brackets won't overlap. But there are unbelievable teams that have signed up for this magnificent event. You can catch some of those games on one of your favorite ESPN channels. Arkansas, DePaul, Michigan State, North Carolina. All those games in Portland, playing at 2 different arenas. That is a heck of a field.
Went up with Stanford, Jared Hass's team. This is his second year. I thought they were a little disappointing last year with a good talented squad, but in his second year they'll be better. Good set play out of bounds, a miss. Too close. Too easy.
Igor's got to step it out. He needs to knock down a three. We haven't said three Gore in a while. We need him to step out, knock home a three. Kolochov.
And you know what Mike White eventually wants to call it? D-Gore. Put a little bit of defense on that other end, right? Just a little bit.
That's good. Kolochov is 2 out of 5 from behind the arc, 5 out of 12 from the field. That foul on Hudson will be his 4th. He'll head to the bench. It has been a tough night shooting the basketball for North Florida. Just 4 of 21. That's 19% from behind the arc. Davon Allen getting after it, but North Florida still has the ball. Good defense by Florida. Only 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Here's what's tough if you're North Florida. You are playing your rear end off, thinking things are open, and there's nothing open. I mean, what looks like it could be a bounce pass for a layup, all of a sudden there's a Gator there knocking it away, knocking it loose. Gators are after every loose ball.
Kolochov will get whistled for the foul.
Florida foul on number 4, Igor Kolochov. His first 15 foul. At the line, Garrett Sams. He'll shoot.
So that will send Garrett Sams, who has scored double figures in all 3 games so far.
Such another, Sam's a sophomore. Another. This is a young squad.
Out of Martin, Tennessee. Sams ran right into Gack. And a foul on the other end. That will go against JT Escobar. Escobar's been real quiet here tonight. Escobar had a heck of a game in their last outing against VCU with 23 points.
Trying to get back defensively against speed. Escobar caught with a reach. Escobar 13 points per ball game so far in his first 3.
Chiozza. If he can stay healthy, he's going to have to play a lot of minutes when the Gators get in some of these big ball games. He's going to be your leader. He's going to need to be your go-to guy in clutch situations to make sure the right people get the ball in the right spots.
And what's changed about his game over time? As a freshman, 48% free throw shooter. You know what? He's up that every year now, 79, 79. So he is solid at the end of the game. He led the SEC in 2.5 assist to turnover ratio. Career is at 2.2 assist to turnover. Takes care of the basketball, makes sure guys get it who's supposed to get it. Active defensively, learned under Casey Hill to be aggressive and attack. That was interesting. There's the active hands now, Dave. Let's see the. Can't do that in front of the official.
No. We're going to say a foul on Flora. Looked like a hold as Aminu was cutting to the basket. And that will go against DeAndre Ballard. Ballard just picked up his 4th. So he and Hudson both with 4 for Florida. 10-12 to go. Gators up 32. Aminu. Keith Stone back on the floor. Aminu comes from a pretty good basketball family. His brothers Alade and El Farouk both played major college basketball. One at Georgia Tech, one at Wake Forest.
Last year, a 50% free throw shooter, 80% already this season. Big changes over the summer.
Chiozza, nice look. Gak. Another assist for Chris Chiozza. Escobar. It'll belong to Florida.
You know, the zone early in the game was not effective for North Florida, and they really went man-to-man most of the time. Now they're back into the zone. Gak with an easy bucket. His body looks different than a year ago. Bigger, stronger.
Gak keeps it alive. Allen got it for 3. The 10th 3 of the game for Florida. Allen now with 18. Boy, Gak has given him some good minutes off the bench here in the second half. Little floater goes down from Gandea Rosa.
Gandea Rosa got hit in the face on that rebound. Stayed with it, made the finish.
Gak. He's fouled on the way up. That'll go against Horchler.
Yeah, Florida's been the more aggressive of the teams, rebounding, but they have shared the basketball. Good passes, good solid shooting. Allen, a terrific night. An easy night, but confident on his jump shot.
Good touch with the big fella at the free throw line. He shot 65% from the free throw line in limited action a year ago. You know, it was 2 years ago. Florida just couldn't buy a free throw. I mean, it was ugly at times. Coach White decides to go out, get a sports psychologist to come in, work with some guys, and really paid off last year. I think Florida won some games because they shot the free throws so well.
And the other part is, once guys start making free throws, and remember the addition of Kenyon Berry,
yes,
high free throw percentage guy, it becomes a little bit contagious and competitive about where your free throw percentage is.
Aminu, nice move and a throwdown.
Powerful speed. Preseason ASUN all-conference team.
Gak, up and under move.
Solid minutes, patient on the offensive end tonight.
Escobar buries a 3. JT now has 8 on the game, his second 3 of the day. De Rosa lost the handle. Hudson. His layup won't go, but the follow is there from Okuru. Mike, another one of those freshmen. He's out of Raleigh, North Carolina by way of Brewster Academy.
Nice pass.
That foul will go against Stone, and that'll get us to our under 8 media timeout. Aminu, he's not quitting on the road for the Ospreys. He throws that down. But Gak showing you some offensive skill on the other end. 85-51, Florida in control. Of course, the SEC got off to such a great start this year in basketball. 3 teams currently ranked: Kentucky, Florida, Texas A&M. They're at number 16, but overall the league 23-3. And we're still waiting for Michael Porter to show us. He's played, what, a minute or two? I mean, it wasn't much.
2 minutes the first game,
Yeah.
missed the second. We'll miss tonight. They play at Utah. Nobody knows exactly what the leg injury is. Kind of quiet out of Columbia on that. The fans are anxious, let's put that way.
This is a loaded question, but I mean, how good can that young athlete be? I mean, is he a surefire lottery pick next year?
Yeah,
I mean,
he is. He would have been out of high school. They'd have picked him this year. He is a terrific offensive talent, right? He can shoot it. He's 6'10.5", 6'11", can handle it, can shoot it. Is he a man amongst boys like Ben Simmons was? Right. Probably not. Ben was different. Ben could do whatever he wanted, but at the collegiate level, I'm not sure he wanted to every night, right? He's doing it at the pro level. Michael's got a pretty good motor, likes to play, likes to compete. Will have challenges some nights, but as a special talent, and he'll be picked 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, you know.
I think about where Missouri basketball has been the last few years and what this season could be.
You know, Frank Martin and I talked. I was there in Columbia, South Carolina on Monday. And when he was at Kansas State, Missouri was full going and packed houses every night. And he said the SEC coaches are going to love it. They're not going to like it, but they're going to love the fact that Missouri has sold out all their tickets for this season. And the atmosphere, it's the Midwest, it's old Missouri basketball. So it'll be a new awakening for many opponents, players, and coaches when they walk into Mizzou Arena. Nice move.
Yeah, nice little up and outer from Noah Horchler. And Horchler now with 10 points.
Another young guy, sophomore. This is an extremely young team.
That foul goes against Osborne Blunt. Don't forget, college basketball continues tomorrow right here on the SEC Network. East Tennessee State takes on number 7 Kentucky. That'll come your way 7 o'clock Eastern time. It's also streaming live on the ESPN app.
Coach Cal was fired up at halftime talking to Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor kind of grabbed her arm a little bit.
Got a rebound.
She laughed about it afterwards.
Yes. You're just trying to make a point. You got a rebound.
Yeah, got a rebound.
Maria could rebound in her day when she played for Georgia Lady Bulldogs. Maria, two-sport star in Athens, volleyball and basketball.
Doing a terrific job now on those big games. You know, Kentucky's got a lot of work to do. They don't necessarily right now have that pure shooter that can draw teams out. Kevin Knox is awfully good, but not a pure outside guy. Who do they go to for certain offensive situations? They'll get there.
I think this league is so much better than it's been that it's going to make that much more difficult for Kentucky to get some separation.
Well, I know they were picked first. I get that, but I don't think they're a favorite.
How about the big fella tonight? Gorjak Gak, career high tonight.
Teammates looking for him. That's what you even like.
Gak with 8 points. He had 6 in a game a year ago.
Why not? Huh? Why not? Pound it inside to him.
Gak in double figures, a 5th Gator in double figures tonight.
And then it becomes, you know, if coach would give me more run.
Right.
That'd be the normal thing.
3 out of the corner for Brian Burkhart. Allen and Gak gets fouled on the way up. He'll head to the free throw line. Trip Day will pick up that foul. But here's Gak in action.
You know, big enough, strong enough. Staying out of foul trouble is always a key. Patient with his moves tonight.
Knocks down that free throw. Gak originally signed with Oklahoma State, but he was released when there was a coaching change. Decided to come here to Florida. Took a while to get on the court. Finally did, and he's kind of working his way into some minutes. And looks like this year he may have bought himself some nights where he'll play double-figure minutes.
You know, his career high last year with the 10 minutes and the 6 points against West Virginia, or Virginia, in the NCAA tournament. Well, Ballard's got a lot of things he can do offensively. Switched hands that time, finished with the left.
Gators put up 116 in their opener. Boy, that is a line drive shot.
Well, what's impressive is he brings it right at you and stops and pulls up and shoots it. I mean, Ballard's got a lot of stuff offensively.
North Florida wants a 30-second timeout. Gators up 38. Florida shooting 55%. They've knocked home 11 three-pointers. Or excuse me, 11 three-pointers, 11 of 24. They've also hit 11 of 14 at the line. Time now for our Good Hands play, brought to you by Allstate. And for that, we'll go back to the first half. Kayvon Allen. Remember this? Hard to forget it.
Hard to forget it. And that's a little bit of authority with the hands he has.
Kayvon Allen tonight has come out after a 9-point opening game against Gardner-Webb. Has put up 18 tonight, 4 3-pointers, 5 rebounds, a couple assists. How about Kulichov? 12 points, 9 boards, 5 assists.
Very workmanlike, right? I mean, this is not. Mike White can say, well, we're not loud, we're not vocal, but, you know, not over-emotional either. They just kind of come in, do their work. We've seen Kayvon Allen for a couple of years just do his job, not say a lot about it.
Gators hit the century mark. You got to go back to 2003, the last time Florida went back-to-back 100-point games.
And it's not as though they're slowing it down a little bit. I mean, they are pushing and attacking. Mike White told us today that he likes his guys. If they got open shots, open looks, they're good shooters, take it.
You know, you play teams that love to shoot the three as much as North Florida. Sometimes teams that don't shoot it very well can fall in love with that style of play. Foul against the Gators. But he said, no, our guys, we shoot it well enough this year. We're just going to keep firing. If we got a good look, put it up. The Gators have hit 100 on the scoreboard. It has been a nice offensive night for the 8th-ranked team in the country. Even I can do that math. Gators up 40, 100-60 over North Florida. It has been a good night offensively, and Kayvon Allen has shown you his skill set tonight. He's going to have a great year.
He really is, and they're going to have him in the big games that come up. He'll be a focal point offensively, but he does so many things. I talked about the balance of how he plays. Keeps within himself. He's powerful, shoots it well, can attack off the dribble. There's going to be some games where he needs to share the ball more, or some nights he scores the ball. And take a look at the balance of what Florida did tonight.
6 guys in double figures. Shooting 54%, 22 assists tonight. Well, Mike White is determined it's time to go to the bench. Matt Krause getting ready to come in. from my neck of the woods up there in Atlanta.
Yeah, he is.
St. Pius High School.
Know where that is?
I do. Hopefully one of my my oldest will be accepted.
Do they interview the dad for that?
Thankfully, I'm out. Thankfully, I'm out of that equation.
Good pass.
So Florida back to the free throw line. And this one team, as well as they score, they have been very unselfish. I haven't seen a whole lot of forced shots tonight from Florida.
No, they really share the ball, and they play at such a pace, right? Teams that are going to play Florida this year are going to have to slow them down a bit. This is an offensive team that pushes. Chiozza is the guy that he can push in a hurry, but they've got enough guys that can attack you off the dribble, spot up shooters.
Substitutions for UNF.
There is Matt Krause out of that fantastic high school institution in Atlanta, St. Pius. Well, we might clear the bench out tonight. Off the back of the iron, and North Florida will have another shot at it. Johnson might have got a piece of that, but he did get a piece of Trip Day, so Day will head to the free throw line. And Andrew Fava, another walk-on. Looks like he's going to try to get into this game. So earlier in the year, both of Florida's walk-ons getting some action. And this isn't 15, 20 seconds action. This is good run.
This is good run, yeah. Student body always happy when the walk-ons come on, and situated right behind us. They've been calling for these two guys for the last 10 minutes.
I didn't notice.
Yeah. It's always interesting why you have a headache when you leave here. Right?
Krause will head to the free throw line. He's got a couple of free throws coming up.
Little shot fake, put it on the floor. Get to the free throw line, knock him in.
Former manager with the Gators, was elevated to walk on prior to this season. Fava, a pretty good look at it. Something tells me that won't be his last shot. He gets off tonight.
And this is where teammates, trying to find the guys, right? Set them up, get a good screen, get a good look.
Krause has tripped on the way to the basket, so some more free throws.
Good cut, nice pass, got tripped where he had a layup.
Well, in their opening game against Gardner-Webb, 11 Gators scored. The only two that didn't were Krause and Fava. The tension in the building.
Got it.
Be sure to tune in after our game, as we've got SEC Now, fueled by Gatorade, coming your way. They'll have more previews and breakdowns heading into Week 12 of the college football season. A look at some college hoops tonight. No one covers the SEC like we do. It's also streaming live on the ESPN app. That's got to be cool, though. I mean, Krause and Fava, both guys came as managers.
Yep.
You know, they love the game of basketball. That's how they felt they were going to be close to the game. And next thing you know, they get to wear a jersey and play.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And the student body's cheering for you. Teammates pulling for you hard because of all the work you put in.
Johnson,
Ooh,
strong move.
Good finish. Johnson had 9 points in that home opener win against Gardner-Webb.
Krause has gotten in the books. Let's see if Fava can get in there as well.
Got him.
Got it.
They ran the same play.
That was nice offense. That's a three, knocked home. Trip Day, a freshman out of Columbus. Or runner-up for the State Player of the Year in Georgia. Fava. How about that move? Left hand.
Woo, what a
Hits it
finish.
off the backboard.
Loudest the building's been all night.
And a foul against Krause. Last two baskets for Fava.
High pick, cut, lay it in. Terrific pass. Ball fake, attack, up, under with the left. Student section going nuts.
Double majoring in criminology and psychology as a minor in Spanish. That's what you kind of, you went that route, right?
Yeah, a lot of those things. Wow.
You saw them on the class
Yeah, I
schedule.
wouldn't have found that building.
Yeah.
Or those buildings. Double major. That means you could get two at the same time, huh? Hard enough to get one.
I got one and said thanks. Bye-bye. The Gators will run this clock out. 108 points tonight after 116 in their opener versus Gardner-Webb. Better days ahead for Matthew Driscoll and this North Florida team. They will drop to 0-4. Florida will go to 2-0.
I think there's .1. Is there .1 left?
They just got to inbound it, and the horn will sound. 6 Gators in double figures, led by Kayvon Allen's 18. Florida hits 11 three-pointers, 44-29 in the rebound department. And that will be your final horn. So if you want some offense, you might want to come down to Exactech Arena and watch the Gators play, because they can put it in the basket.
Speed, accuracy, athletic. Mike White's got him a great squad. A top 10 team.
Final score from Gainesville. Gators win at 108-68. We'll come back, have more from Gainesville. But now it's SEC Now, fueled by Gatorade. Let's go to Dark.